Karkinos Healthcare, a cancer care platform backed by one of India's richest companies. Zero confirmed facts about what happened inside it. On August 26, 2026, a ransomware crew called Krybit posted its name to a leaked site. No data size, no ransom figure, no statement from anyone. Just a timestamp and a question this file is about to chase. The listing carries a timestamp, 1555 UTC, August 26th. Ransomware.live, the tracker that catalogs leaked sites, logged Karkinos.in under the group Krybit. Country tag, India. Sector tag, healthcare. Data volume field, blank. Ransom field, blank. A claim with a clock, but no proof attached. The tracker's own description called Karkinos a comprehensive cancer care platform and healthcare technology company. The group's words, lifted straight from its victim page. Karkinos.in kept running normally. Appointments, diagnostics, hospital listings. A working website is not proof of a clean network. It just means nobody outside has confirmed otherwise. No press release from Karkinos. No exchange filing from its parent, Reliance Industries. No advisory from India's Cyber Emergency Response Agency, CERT-In. No wire story from Reuters or the security trade press that usually chases these listings within hours. For a company this well-funded, the silence is its own kind of evidence. Here's the first turn. A leaked site can name anyone. Proof takes longer or never arrives at all. So which is this? A real intrusion moving quietly toward a ransom deadline, or a name dropped on a blog with nothing behind it? Hold that question. It gets stranger. Rewind to 2024. Karkinos was not a startup success story. It was a company in insolvency proceedings, dragged into India's bankruptcy court by an unpaid creditor. Reliance's investment arm won the bidding. 375 crore rupees, paid in cash, closed the deal in December. A cancer care company had just been rescued by one of Asia's largest conglomerates. By March 2026, that rescue had a flagship, a new cancer hospital in Imphal, Manipur, 100 beds open, 50 more planned, in a region where cancer cases were already climbing. 6 advanced diagnostic centers and 7 care nodes fed patients into that network across the country. This was the platform that showed up on Krybit's tracker 5 months later. Karkinos was not an isolated bet either. Reliance's other healthcare holdings include CERT-In Reliance Foundation Hospital, Jindal Life Sciences, and its own digital health arm. Before Reliance stepped in, Karkinos had also counted Tata Sons and the Mayo Clinic among its investors, and had already built partnerships with roughly 60 hospitals nationwide. This was never a scrappy startup. It was infrastructure Reliance chose to inherit. A credit rating agency's report from June fills in the money. In India, a crore is 10 million rupees. Reliance's investment arm had pumped in 567 crore rupees by April, on top of the original rescue. Karkinos was still losing money on paper, but its bank facilities carried a strong, stable rating. This was a company Reliance was actively propping up, not walking away from. So who put Karkinos on a leaked site? Krybit, a ransomware-as-a-service crew, first seen in late March 2026. Think of it as a criminal franchise. The group builds the encryption tool, affiliates rent it, and everyone splits the payout. Krybit runs the double extortion playbook, encrypt the files, then threaten to publish them if nobody pays. Threat researchers trace Krybit's encryption tool back to older book code, retooled to hit Windows servers, Linux boxes, virtual machines, and network storage. Every locked file gets the same signature stamped on the end, the letters KRYBIT. For Karkinos, nobody has published that signature. No screenshot of an encrypted file. No confirmation the tool ever ran inside their network at all. Here is the shape of a Krybit case, start to finish. Access nobody has named. Quiet staging nobody has proven. A data grab of a size nobody will disclose. Then the one verified step, The name goes up on the leak site. What comes after, payment, publication, or nothing, is still unwritten. Karkinos was not Krybit's only India listing that day. 28 minutes earlier, the group posted a different victim, Jindal Life Science, a clinical research company. 2 Indian healthcare names, half an hour apart, same actor, same afternoon. That is either a coordinated hit or an affiliate running a list and seeing what sticks. Second turn. 13 listings from this one crew hit different countries that same day: Gabon, Guatemala, Brazil, and more. Karkinos was not chosen. Karkinos was caught in sweep. That does not make it less serious. It might make it more random and harder to defend against. The tracker's own enrichment data adds a wrinkle. 2 compromised employee accounts, 2 compromised users, 7 leaked third-party employee credentials tied to Karkinos' digital footprint. That is background noise on any company running Google Workspace at scale, not proof it caused this listing. Correlation is not the same file as causation. Karkinos joined a pattern. Weeks earlier, Krybit had claimed Lab India, a lab instruments maker. Before that, Delhi Heart and Lung Institute, with an actor claim of 22 gigabytes. Tulip MetaWorld, a Singapore health platform. Separate companies, separate claims. One crew treating Indian and Asian healthcare like a season of the same show. Covering the Lab India claim, the outlet MedRisk wrote that neither side had detailed what data was taken, and that ransomware claims are, in its words, routinely exaggerated or unverified. That line was written about a different company. It applies, word for word, to Karkinos. Step back from the trackers for a second. Behind every one of Karkinos' diagnostic centers is someone waiting on a scan result. Someone starting chemotherapy in Impal. Someone whose care runs through a government health scheme built for people who cannot afford private hospitals. Nobody has said their records were touched. Nobody has said they were not. That uncertainty sits inside a bigger trend. India's Cyber Emergency Response Agency logged nearly 19,000 healthcare sector scanning and vulnerability incidents in just the first half of 2026, already more than half of all of last year combined. Karkinos is not named in that government data. It is simply one platform operating inside a sector already under sustained probing. Third turn, and the hardest one. If Karkinos never confirms or denies, at what point does silence itself become the story? Our search never turned up a regulator notice, a wire story, or a deadline forcing an answer. So the file can stay open for as long as everyone involved chooses silence. Other questions stay open too. Is the null data size field hiding lab exports, insurance claims, partner hospital contracts, or nothing more than marketing files? Is this really Karkinos.in or a stale, disconnected piece of its digital footprint? Was there ever encryption at all, or only a name borrowed for a blog post? Here is the actionable part. For any hospital network, the checklist is the same regardless of Karkinos' outcome. Patch remote access points before affiliates find them. Segment lab and diagnostic systems from the general network. Force multi-factor authentication everywhere staff log in. And publish a real incident page the moment a tracker publishes one for you. Silence is not a strategy, it is a vacuum. This is what claim versus proof journalism looks like in 2026. A tracker publishes a name. Aggregators mirror it. Nobody with subpoena power says anything on the record. The story exists in the gap between a leak site timestamp and an actual investigation nobody has published yet. As of this recording, Karkinos Healthcare has not confirmed a breach. Krybit has not proven one. And the patients inside that hub-and-spoke network are the only people with no vote in either story. Figures here come from ransomware trackers, a credit rating filing, and healthcare reporting. Full links in the description. Which corporate failure should we open the file on next? This has been Corporate Breach. Case still open.